So I'll start today's video with asking us a question. Do you think Kenyans are being offered choice, or we are being nudged to something that is most visible? And I'm asking this question because in a post this week, Edwin Dande, that is the CEO of Saiton Money Market Fund, was saying that ZIIDI-MMF has an unfair advantage as compared to the other money market funds, and that is simply because it is very accessible. ZIIDI is on M-PESA app. You can access it using the USSD *334#, whereas the other money market funds either have to use a third-party app or maybe even a USSD code, which is not mostly available or often available. So guys, do you think that the ZIIDI-MMF has an unfair advantage to the other money market funds? Do you think it is violating, because Edwin Dande was saying it is violating the Competition Act, that is Act 21 and 24 of the Competition Act, saying that it has an unfair advantage. And that is why I started today's video with that question. Do you think we as Kenyans, we are being offered a choice, or we are being nudged to something that is most visible? Hi guys, and welcome back to Financially Fluent. I am your host, Jacqueline Mutuma. So today, as you've already heard from the introduction, we are speaking about the ZIIDI Money Market Fund. This is the newest money market fund in the block. It is the newest baby in the block. So let us get to understand what is ZIIDI. Okay, so first of all, ZIIDI is CMA regulated. That means it is regulated by the Capital Markets Authority, and it is integrated with M-PESA. Speaking of what can we say? It is so, okay, it is integrated with M-PESA, meaning it is easily accessible. Yes, it is convenient. That is the word I was looking for. It is very convenient. Something else, it was launched in December 2024, that is last year, but then it became officially public in January this year, 2025. So it has been around from the start of this year. Right now we are in June, for 6 months, and it is going well. It is going on quite well. Okay, and then it is managed by, it has 3 fund managers. That is Standard Investment Bank, we know SIB, and then it is also managed by Sanlam and also by Allah Capital Limited. All right, and then so let us look at some of the key features of this ZIIDI Money Market Fund. And towards the end, I will give you my honest opinion on whether ZIIDI Money Market Fund is okay, obviously it is a good money market fund, but I will give you my honest insight on how it is, how I perceive it, and yeah, okay, so make sure you stick around up to the end of the video. So some of the key features of ZIIDI Money Market Fund: it has a minimum investment of 100 bob. That means that if you want to start investing with ZIIDI from today, you just need 100 bob minimum to start investing in ZIIDI. That is very low as compared to other money market funds, which start at 1,000, others even start at 5,000. ZIIDI starts, the minimum investment is 100 Kenyan shillings. So that means if you are outside here, you're doing your business, you're self-employed, you get profits on a daily basis, but they fluctuate, your profits fluctuate. The ZIIDI Money Market Fund is for you. It is very accessible because with just 100 bob, you are able to invest on a daily basis. And 100 bob, at the end of the month, if you consistently invest 100 bob each and every day, at the end of the month, you have invested 3,000. And then something else, with the ZIIDI Money Market Fund, your money is compounded on a daily basis. So your money earns interest on a daily basis. And remember guys, I told you in a video that I did some time back, a money market fund that compounds your money on a daily basis is the best because the interests are higher than compared to a money market fund that compounds your money on a monthly or an yearly basis. All right. And then another feature is what you have just spoken about. The interest accrues on a daily basis. And then number 3 is that it has no transactional fees, but it does have a 2% management fee, but that is annually, okay? And your interest is also subject to a 15% withholding tax. Every investment in Kenya, you must pay tax. So the only fees that are associated with ZIIDI is the 2% annual management fee and the 15% withholding tax on your interest gains. And then number 4, the transactions are very flexible. It has a free deposits and free withdrawals. That means if you want to invest in your ZIIDI-MMF, there is no transaction. There is no transaction associated with depositing. There's also no transaction associated with withdrawing your money. If you have set, you want to withdraw 5,000 Kenyan shillings, you withdraw your 5,000 Kenyan shillings, haitakuwa imekatwa, all right? And then another key feature is that it is highly liquid. You have instant access to your funds. All right. So if you want you want to withdraw your money, you get your money immediately. Not unless if you have activated the lock feature, which we will speak about. Not unless you've activated the lock feature, which takes 72 hours for you to be able to access your money. But it is highly liquid, all right? And then number 6 is that the individual user transaction. So you can, in one go, you can only transact up to a maximum of 250,000. But on a daily basis, the maximum that you can transact, even if it's 10 times, 20 times, but the maximum amount of money you can transact on a daily basis is 500,000. So if you want to invest 500,000 like today, you cannot put the 500,000 in one go. You have to first put 250,000 and then the other 250,000. I hope you've understood me on that point. And then point number 7 is on the security. And we can say it is highly protected because you have to use your M-PESA PIN and it is also regulated by CMA. Okay, so ZIIDI is regulated by the Capital Markets Authority. That means they go through all their transactions, they make sure that things are running smoothly, and apart from that, it is integrated with M-PESA, so your M-PESA PIN. So you have to be very, very careful not to share your M-PESA PIN, because you see, if it's not just about the money that is in your M-PESA account, you also have a ZIIDI money market fund that also operates with your M-PESA PIN. All right, and then the last point is the locking feature that we spoke about at the sometime at the beginning of the video. So it has a locking feature. You can freeze your funds for 72 hours to discourage impulsive withdrawals. So if you know you're a person who saving and investment is a little bit tricky for you, there is that lock feature that does not allow you to instantly access your funds. So if you put your money under locking feature, it has up to 72 hours. If you want to withdraw it, the money takes up to 72 hours for you to be able to access your money. And under that locking feature, let's say you have invested 50,000. And then it's in the locking feature. And then you decide to withdraw. You cannot withdraw an amount that is lower than the 50,000. If you've decided to withdraw your money out of the locking feature, you will withdraw the entire 50,000. Okay? So how do you sign up if you want to start on ZIIDI Money Market Fund? If you have not yet gotten on this train of ZIIDI Money Market Fund and you want to get in, how do you sign up? The first thing, you can either use M-PESA app or use the USSD code *334# or go directly to *334*5# hash. That will take you to the financial services where you'll be able to see all of them there. ZIIDI is there, even Mali is there, and many other financial services that are offered by M-PESA, okay? And then number 3, after you've gone to *334*5#, you've selected ZIIDI, you have to accept to the terms and conditions, and then you start investing. It is as easy as that. Okay, and so now we go back to the question that I started with. You know, the fact that ZIIDI is integrated with M-PESA. That means it's easily accessible, it's very convenient, yeah? Do you think that as Kenyans, we are being offered a choice that is in relation to the other? Now, if we include the ZIIDI Money Market Fund, now we have close to about 26 money market funds in Kenya. If you go to the Capital Markets Authority, you'll be able to see all of them listed there that are regulated by the Capital Markets Authority. So back to our question. Do you think that we as Kenyans, we are being offered a choice in terms of money market fund, or we are being nudged to something that is most visible and accessible? Because honestly, guys, for ZIIDI, you do not need an app, you do not need bundles, you just need to dial *334#. You, instead of even having your money lying around in M-PESA and you're not using it immediately, you can throw it in ZIIDI. It accrues money on a daily basis, and then you just remove a little bit depending on how much you want to spend on a daily basis. So I don't know. Personally, I feel like ZIIDI it's good, it's very convenient, very accessible. But then if we look on the, okay, so it is brilliant if you look at the user experience and scale perspective. I mean the user experience, it's just so simple. And then the scale perspective, the fact that it is easily accessible, that means so many people are going to interact with it. Actually, a study showed that the moment, a few months after ZIIDI was launched, it had already gotten 450,000 plus users. It had already gotten to over 2.5 billion investments. So when you compare it with the other money market funds, I feel like ZIIDI has an unfair advantage? But then we can say that maybe that is a plus on Safaricom for being creative. But I'd like to know, let us interact, guys. What is your take on this? So this marks the end of today's video. I hope you understood. If you did not know about ZIIDI Money Market Fund, I hope you've understood about it now. And if you have any question, remember to leave it down at the comment section. We will take a look at it and we'll get back to you. So remember to subscribe if you have not yet subscribed to the channel, comment, share, and like. Also, if you've already subscribed, thank you very much. Remember to hit the notification bell so that you'll be notified every time I upload a new video. With that, guys, I'll see you next time. Bye.